Hello, I'm Andy, and here's a program called Best Vocation Talent, Skills. If you're born on the 7th of February, well, this is a very interesting program to let you know where your hidden talents lie. Well, if you're born on the 7th of February, you're going to have a wonderful Uranus planet, very active, making you a very modern day thinker and being able to use all the modern day tools of the internet, the information technology, and all such areas of being to be in the future side of all kinds of businesses to be done. You would be considered as a bit of a genius because you'll have these wonderful planets with you and you'll be able to use them globally to do business globally or in any other way. You have a wonderful Saturn position to make you very lucky where land is concerned. So, real estate business, buying and selling properties or buildings for people, or the farming side of it, the agriculture side of it. So, anything dealing with the land, you can become very lucky. And you could be a great person to go into agriculture in the modern way, not just buying big land, but buying maybe warehouses and turning them into layer by layer, floor by floor, growing fruits and vegetables which are called organic, meaning that you don't have to be waiting for the sun to shine, but you have everything under control in that. So, my point is that you can turn agriculture into a very modern way of doing things because you have this modern day planet. You are given the gift of communication and marketing skills, and you'll be able to use that as a writer, as a speaker, even as a politician if you wanted to, because you can sway people with the wonderful words you can use. It can be poetry, it can be composing songs. You will have all that going for you. In fact, the planet of music is very active in you. And so you could be a musician of some kind, or writing music, or even performing songs. You have all that going for you. And the planet of creativity, the planet Venus, is very active in a good way. The fashion trade, or anything to do with the fashion orientated trends, you will be very much understanding that and dealing in all these good businesses. You have to improve your tolerance and improve your teamwork with people. They find you to be very arrogant very quickly and easily. So you need to be polite and you need to make way for other people, not always grab the limelight, wanting to be the most important. Don't allow that to happen too often, or you lose your support in all things that you do, business wise, job wise, friendship wise. And you have to be careful that you'll change your mind a lot. You won't be able to focus on something too long. And that's not good. You will try many types of businesses before you settle down. So do some research before you start anything would be good. You have a planet Jupiter that wants you to plan things on a big scale too quickly. The problem is you want to do it too quickly. And because of that, you will not be prepared for the growth. And you'll find that you cannot sustain all these things that you do. And you fail again and again because you also have a planet that makes you very daring to do things. The daringness is fine, but when you are not ready for it, that's when the crash comes very quickly. So you're born on a day which makes you very secretive as well. This secrecy is something you must control, whether it's used in the area of love, having secret love experiences, or whether doing something financially which you have to hide to do. Avoid doing this because this planet will get you on the other side of the law, making it very difficult for you. So while I say that you have a good horoscope, you also have many negative planets which are very active, like the way I've described them. You could easily be an academic, which means studying in schools and universities, or you could be more a hands on person, a trade that you will somehow go into and find that you like it and do it very well. Regarding partnerships, you can go into partnerships quite easily. I don't find any problem there. But because you have this big ego, there will always be a time when you regret the partnerships and wish you would go alone all over again. So it's better for you to minimize partnerships than anything else. You are a very mental person because you have a good Mercury. You can think and you can plan that way. So you got to focus on something. Otherwise, you'll be again and again trying this and trying that. I'm going to give you an example of some positive ages in the life of people born in Aquarius, the 7th of February. So, these ages, which are meant to be very positive and lucky. Look forward to the ages of 22, 31, 40, 49, 58, 67, 76, 85, or 94 years old. As you approach these ages, you will see things working out and coming to a pretty good, exactly what you want. And if you enter these ages, you will see the rewards will wait for you. We all have these cycles, we call them in astrology. I call them as ages. Now, I'm going to give you a sample of negative ages as well, which you have to be very careful as you approach them and when you enter them. So you have to be very careful the ages of 19, 28, 37, 46, 55, 64, 73, 82, or 91 years old. As you get into these ages and approach these ages, you will see that things start falling apart. And when you actually enter into these ages, you will see that failure and all kinds of stress, job wise, business wise, will get worse and worse and worse. So when you see me for a 90-minute session, that's what I do for you for your next 9 years. I'll tell you how things are going to be, whether in job, in business, in personal affairs, in your health, and everything else. Well, whatever said, you are born with many cycles, and some of your cycles are very short. Every 3 years or so is going up and down, up and down. So perhaps you should try and do something which is short term rather than long, long term. If you go into business, do a trendy business where the trend changes every 3 years and you'll know how to make the changes. And if you have a full time job, for example, as a professional, you must also know these trends when your luck will be up and when your luck will be down. Regarding your health areas, born on the 7th of February, I worry that backaches, the spinal problem, backaches are going to be extremely bad in two areas, your neck area and your lower spine. So I don't know much about you. All I know is 7th of February. But even then, I can see the health issues. When I see you, when you see me for a full time session, based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms, then I will be able to tell you exactly all the health problems that wait for you. And because of early detection, you won't let it get too bad. You'll be able to cover it all the time. You have a personality which can be very radiant. And this personality can easily focus on making long term friendships if you want, because you have this wonderful Saturn position. Yes, you are a compassionate person and you care for people and you'll be able to work hard for them. But on the other hand, even in personal life, you are going to have your ups and downs because of the arrogance in you and the big ego you have. So remember, always improve your tolerance, improve teamwork, especially in job and business areas. I hope one day that we'll have a session together, this 90-minute session, which will just cost you USD $50. That will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and reading your palms. And I will be able to tell you very, very precisely of what your next 9 years are going to be. Your palms are very much yours. Nobody in the world can have your palms. So your palms will show for your next 9 years, whether in health areas, whether in personal areas, whether job, business areas. We'll talk all about that in the 90-minute session. It'll be a very comprehensive one. In the meantime, remember that whatever you do, you have to look towards partnerships on a longer term basis if you can. Otherwise, as I said, every 3 years, the ups and downs will be big. I'm going to say that working in your own country or doing business in your own country won't be something very lucky for you. You need to leave your own country of birth and go to another country, and that's where your luck will be. This is very pertinent for people born on the 7th of February. So think of planning that way. And the import and export business will be very good for you because you will be a traveler and you will start businesses in many countries as well. Remember that every 3 years or so, your horoscope is going up and down. So try to plan around 3 years at a time and you'll be much, much better. Here's my email. send me this email and let's get down to a 90-minute session so that I can get this 9-year plan for you to let you know exactly in all areas of your life, the job, business, the finances, and the love story and the family, and also your health areas, to be able to let you know exactly what's waiting to happen. In the meantime, I wish you good luck. Thank you. Goodbye.